Hi class, welcome to Spring 2023. My name is Natalie Herrera and I'm going to be your instructor for this semester. Welcome to the course. I wanted to record this video just to say hi so that you could see who the person behind the screen is, and also just to, kind of offer some reminders for the first week. First of all, I hope your semester is starting off well. It is the new year, it's the new semester, fresh beginnings, right? The new year is always exciting because there's so many possibilities out there. So I hope your new year is off to a good start. I also wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Natalie Herrera, and I was born in El Paso, Texas, but raised in Solon Park, New Mexico, which if you're familiar with the border area, they're very, very close to each other. And now I live in Santa Teresa, New Mexico, which is about 3 minutes from El Paso. So I've lived in the border my whole life. The border culture is very important to me. I actually teach a class in English 2221 titled The Border Experience. Besides teaching, some of my hobbies include taking road trips. I really like taking road trips. I'm not very fond of flying, though I will do it, but I prefer road trips because you get to see the country and you get to see a lot of the city that you're visiting. So, I do fly, but I don't fly often if I can help it. I also like shopping. I'm one of those people that I like shopping, so that's another hobby of mine. And recently, I managed to make reading a hobby again. It was actually last year's resolution to make reading more of a priority and read more, and I actually did that. So I'm very happy about that. I'm not an outdoorsy person, but I do like walking outside and, walking around my neighborhood and things like that. As far as hobbies that I'm trying to develop, I recently bought a home 2 years ago, so I'm trying to learn how to landscape and garden and DIYs and things like that, but that's just not me. But I know that I do have to learn how to do some of those things as a homeowner, so I'm trying. Something else is I like cooking. I'm not saying I'm the best cook ever, but I like cooking and trying new things and making new dishes and things like that. So that's a little bit about me. I hope that all of you guys, whenever you introduce yourselves in the first week's discussion, you can share a little bit about yourself. And I also wanted to just remind you in this video that this week is a short week. So obviously we're starting on a Wednesday, which means that our assignments will be due on Sunday. So the only assignments we have for this week are a syllabus quiz and a discussion. So that's all you really have to worry about. Other than that, what you want to do this week is you want to make sure that you familiarize yourself with the campus course. You want to make sure that you read the syllabus. You want to make sure that you look at all the requirements and things like that. And if you have any questions, let me know. So I hope that you guys are having a good first week. I hope that everything is going smoothly. And like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know.